Hey, welcome back. We got a knife here. Oh, and a bad deployment. Totally user error, by the way. I am not sure what knife this is, so that always makes for one of my favorite videos, Christmas on the desk here. I'm just almost healed from dropping the couch on my hand, by the way. So that's hopefully going to make your viewing pleasure a little better once that thing's not quite so jacked up. Let's get into it. See if we can do this without exposing any sensitive information. Oh, yes, sweet. Oh, I'm so stoked. I totally forgot I even bought this. That is the state of what we have come to here. So excited to see one of these in person finally. But man, the prices on the secondary radically dropped from above table price to below table price. I don't know what happened, but NC Blade got like way too many of these in or something, and they're just sitting there on the website. So here it is, and I happen to have an extra red CFK cloth that will go right with this. So that's perfect. Sweet. There it is. So cool. This is number 132 of the Evo 3.0, and it's so reflective. You can totally see the camera in there. That's crazy. There's me back there, my nice bald head. And wow. Timascus show scale, Timascus. This is a half dress, Timascus pocket clip, and a beautiful Damasteel blade that just rockets out of there. This one's got a tiny, tiny bit of play, so it's probably insanely drop shot, yeah, as usual. You really got to get these things tightened down just a touch to make them a little less of a finger guillotine. But man, the action on these is just so good. I think a lot of people don't understand. This is like one of the best thumb holes I've ever used. Just the shape. Knife makers, for Pete's sake, use this shape. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. Brilliant knife. Just a little hard to get into that hole. You can see how much extra space is given here. And granted, you know, this is a more compact knife and stuff, don't get me wrong. But man, it's just a little hard to get into that hole. But it's still very good. It works. Too easy to get into the hole almost. Again, very tight against here. You can get it, but man, that is very difficult. This thing, you just pushed your thumb in there. It feels like it belongs there, and you're like, no way, it couldn't be that easy. And it comes out every time. Anyways, wow, check out that Damasteel design. So crazy. That is just a thing of beauty right there. Really can't believe that these have come down as much as they have. So their table price is over $1,800. I think with NC Blade, I don't know if you get free shipping with them or not, but you pay a pretty penny to get this. Yeah, and I was able to get it for a few hundred less, which is awesome. I actually made some offers for like near table a while ago, and people were just not having it. But man, a few months later, these things really calmed down, and yeah, I gotta say I'm pretty stoked to get one of these half dresses at a really reasonable price. And this particular one is quite nice looking. I have noticed that there's some variance in the, you know, any Damasteel knife for sure, but these in particular, you have some that look better versus others. Man, that is a really, really nice design on that one. Kind of a little different on both sides. This one's a little more trippy, and this one's just a little bit awesome. Total drop shot. And it seems basically centered there, but again, it could use just a touch more here. So See if I can get this in one smooth motion here. Kind of got to give it a little angle so that I have enough time for my finger to get out. And eventually I get nicked enough times that I start wimping out. But anyways, yeah, that's a sweet knife right there. Boy, I really like the black DLC, but man, that's hard to compete with, that one right there. That is really pretty darn sweet. And you get kind of the dark tie on the backside. If I were to pick, I'd probably go with a different hardware color on this one. Maybe a black or something, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. You take what the maker makes. And boy, they really did make something pretty special on these, I have to say. You know, is this a knife that I would normally carry? Probably not. But man, it is a knife that does everything right. You can see just the rollout is super smooth. I shouldn't say that it does everything right. It certainly isn't like a pocket carry, like, you know, it's not a Benchmade bug out. But in terms of the action, especially for a knife that its size, like I bet this thing weighs over 7 ounces if I recall correctly. Man, it really is just extremely well balanced. I think there's a reason there's so much hype on these knives. It's extremely well balanced. Get that all flattened out. Oh, it's lighter than I thought, 6.4 ounces. But yeah, just the balance of the handle and the blade. It's really just well done for what it is. You know, I'm not like a big, weird knife kind of guy in general, but something kind of special about this design where it just doesn't really feel that way. It is, but it isn't. So interesting. So yeah, you know, I thought, had the opportunity to get one of these in this craziness and decided to go for it. Let me pull out one of the, I gotta do a little moving of stuff over here, so sorry for the wait. I went out of town and moved some stuff around. Sorry. All right. Let me pull out one of the beautiful DLC coat ones just to kind of put them side by side. Man, those are two really cool looking knives, I have to say. We'll just take some of this stuff and move it off here and buy ourselves a little bit of room. One of the things I'm not 100% sure of is this count. I think this count might be any style, but it could be of the specific style. You know, like that's the number of DLC codes, or that's the number of, oh God, this one though. Man, there's something about the balance of this one just being so consistent and like being the same on both sides. Yeah, for me personally, like this one probably resonates a touch more, but I realized these are a little more rare and just a little more wild, and there's something special about both of them. They're really cool knives. I'm glad to be able to have one of each because, yeah, if I had to choose between these two, that'd be pretty tough. I've really, obviously I got a couple of these straight away. I didn't prioritize getting one of these as much, but gosh, I probably should have. They're just so cool. I should have never missed the opportunity along the way to pick some of these up. Let's see if this one feels like it's been used at all. Feels pretty much sharp all the way along there. I don't think a lot of people buy this knife as a user, but it certainly could be. One of my buddies was really pointing out the other day that Damasteel makes an amazing user because like it doesn't show much if you were to use it. Gosh, that hollow grind, that is just insane. That's an amazing, amazing model right there. Amazing that this thing exists. Really a piece of art, I have to say. But yeah, this thing popped up on Reddit Knife Swap, and I was just shocked that it lasted for, I think I got it an hour in. I was shocked it lasted an hour at the price it was listed at. It was just crazy. But you know, people have a little hesitation going on right now with the economy and stuff, and heck, banks are folding. There's definitely some uncertainty right now, so I get it. And yeah, certainly top of mind for me as well, but just trying to be conscious of sort of what the market means versus what I spend. And like, I always think it's really important to spend very responsibly in this space. These are not high priority things. Go take care of the family first and take care of the finances and be smart, long looking. And if you can do these things as well, then that's great. But this should be icing on the cake, not the ingredients. So, whew, man. Evo, Evo, Evo. You evil little bastards. These things are just crazy cool. Crazy cool. I think that's all for now. Yeah, I guess I should probably do a little bit of a close-up before I cut out of here. That's pretty cool right there. You got the number and where it says Damasteel. That's crazy up here. It's almost got like a little bit of an oil slick color coming off of it. I don't know if that's just the camera, but that's nuts. Whew. How you like me now? Pretty plain on the backspacer. I'm surprised they didn't do Timascus on the backspacer. It's kind of weird. Interesting. All right, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one with perhaps one more Evo in the drawer here. So cool. All right, thanks. Take care.